Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm Chris from iLather.com, and today we're going to use the HeadSlick or Headblade products, let's just call it that, including the Headblade Moto, which is a really nice shaver here, and the HeadSlick shaving cream, mentholated. And let me just go ahead and wet the head and we'll get started. Stay tuned. Alright, and here we are with our HeadSlick. We'll just apply a little bit to our hands here. We'll just sort of rub it in. And one of the things I really like about these Headblade products are they're very efficient in terms of they don't take a lot of time to use. You can get a really nice head shave without taking a great deal of time. This weekend I used, traditional stuff, and that was quite good, but this time we're just using HeadSlick, and it doesn't look like there's much there, partially due to the light, because I can see it probably better than you can on camera as I'm looking at the camera. But this is very slick stuff, and as long as you maintain moisture, it works beautifully. And the Headblade Moto is a really nice razor. Let me wipe this off my hands because this does get very slippery. Okay, here's our Headblade Moto, and we will load it up and get ready to go. And let's start going front to back today, which has worked very nicely for me. The Headblade, in my opinion, folks, are no joke. It does a really nice job of getting that close shave in it. It actually, because of the pivot, it maintains its cutting quite well, quite nicely, which is sort of difficult with a safety or single edge razor, because this does the angle for you, so it does make it a little bit easier, whereas a safety razor, you're always having to adjust that angle to make sure that it's shaving. Not the case with the Headblade. It does most of the work for you. Now some folks, if you're a traditional shaver, you don't like that, but on days like today where it's a work day, where I have a little less time, it's really nice. Actually, it provides a nice shave anytime, but particularly if you are pressed for time, I think it's very, very good in those sort of applications, and it tends to be a little more efficient than the safety razors I've been using. All right, let's apply a little more moisture and HeadSlick, and we'll go the other way. Stay tuned. One of the things that I was mentioning yesterday in my shave is head shaving is actually teaching me quite a bit about shaving in general, because it requires a different touch, a different level of skill. Now, of course, these razors like the Headblade make it a lot easier, but everything is round, everything is a contour on your head, and it is considerably more difficult, as I've been saying the last few days, if you've kept up with the head shaving videos. When guys are shaving their heads, and like those guys like Ronnie Greer with a shavette, wow, that is indeed ninja class there, because everything you see is a curve, other than there's somewhat, I did nick myself there, might have cut a bump, but that's the first time I believe I've nicked myself, but I could have cut a bump. Anyway, when you see these guys shaving their head with a straight razor, now those are guys at the top of the food chain in terms of shavers. You can't get any tougher than that. And it is, I can only imagine the level of difficulty there. I will never reach that level because I don't have any interest in doing so. Anyway, a great head shave so far. I did get that little, oh, there is a bump there. That's exactly what I cut. Okay. Well, sometimes you're going to have that. If you get a little too overzealous and you have any sort of imperfection, it'll certainly cut it if you're not careful. But overall, really close, nice shave, and we're ready for our work day. Stay tuned. We'll come back for the post. All right, and here we are back with the magic made by witches. Thayers Witch Hazel, which will feel great on the dome and the face. Great stuff for the skin. And the head feels as slick as a cue ball. Feels quite nice. And a quick review of the gear before we move to our aftershave. Headblade. This one is the Moto. Thank you, David Munoz, for this. A really, really good shaver. Quick, efficient, very, very nice. HeadSlick does an excellent job as well. Great stuff there. And let's get to our aftershave today, which is Pinaud Lime Sec. It's not very expensive, but it's got a nice lime scent. Got some alcohol in there. Stringent. Works beautifully. Smells great. And won't cost you too much. And just like that, we are ready to get this work week started with a nicely, freshly shaved dome. Thanks everybody once again for watching. Until next time, let's help make the entire world shave great once again.